as you can see here, this person is like under the limited light of the moonlight. So you're dimming your light. And the universe, in order for you to in order for you to ascend to the highest level and be yourself, you need to, once again, the universe, this came out again, step into the King of Cups energy. Okay, have a new perspective. Do some soul searching, do some reflecting on your thoughts and your mindset when it comes to love and being compassionate and nurturing. You kill more bees with honey is the saying I always got. And the universe also wants you to embody the Seven of Wands energy, which is, I believe it's Leo energy. Yes, it's Leo energy. So you could be dealing, want to have that in your chart. But basically, it's talking about protection, guarding yourself. As you can see here, she's in a bubble. But this is just, you know, the picture description. Masculine and male or female, masculine or feminine. It's just energies. Take it out if it resonate. So there might be some situations where when it comes to being wise and when it comes to love, you are wise now and you kill more bees with honey when it comes to different loving situations. However, there are situations you know are not aligned in your highest good because this person like refuses to change or won't or requires you to step into this energy to kind of dim yourself. This is really dimming your light because in the middle actually of the spread is like this. It looks like this. So this is the first card, this is the second, this is the third. So instead of having this energy, you're supposed to be balanced in this energy in order to ascend up into the lover's energy, which is your energy, Gemini. So you need to embody the King of Cups, and you need to do that by learning, having discernment. I see this as the discernment card of who and how to protect yourself in certain situations that don't serve your highest good. That pushes you to be in this type of energy where you have to plan, plot, be deceptive, or you have someone doing that against you. When it comes to, it could be a love situation, or it could be work or doing something that you just love to do. If anything is pushing you out of your highest good, out of what your truth is, then you need to use this energy to protect yourself against it. And keep that energy kind of like on the outside. Because look, as you can see this person like going that way. This person's not chasing after them. So if there's somebody in your life who's a love situation, this person's sitting still because what's for them is for them. And they're protected because they're using a discernment and wisdom from love situations in the past or from situations in the past with the same person. It could be. Take your situation however it resonates in order to protect themselves so that they can align with their highest good, which is self-love, which is your energy, Gemini's, is ultimate union. The next level, once you figure this out, is the Magician, which I have here, and I'm going to do a pyramid on, but it came out here, is that this is actually the next level to love, having self-love, true love, the ultimate divine grant of love, of feelings, emotions, and manifesting, being able to manifest and alchemize, use all your resources that you have at your disposal, friendships, relationships, families, soul tribes, and groups to bring you to, in order to manifest true love, happiness, the ultimate divine grant of love. So with self-love and choosing self and manifesting, by putting yourself first and using your discernment, you'll what's for you is for you. So you'll get that true love in order to have that ultimate union and feel happy and feeling your energy, feel light, feel free. Because no relationship should make you have to feel constricted to where you feel like you got to run away or plot and plan, or they're the same for them. I mean, it just might not be what's meant. And at the bottom of the deck, we have here, oh, wow. And right under that, wow, it fell out like this, the Ace of Wands, but at the bottom of the deck actually was Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is more Leo energy, so you could be dealing with one and have that in your chart. It talks about victory and success. So you'll have victory and success, and then we have the Ace of Wands that was in there, and right after that card actually was the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands talks about planning, going on a journey, being at a crossroads, to have a divine grant of a new passionate beginning, walking in your purpose, being aligned. You can see it as a very beautiful card. So in order for victory and success, to become aligned with your natural energy. This is what the universe is telling you. You have to use discernment when it comes to love relationships, or relationship or work career opportunities that you love, where people around you may be embodying this energy or causing you to embody this energy, and you need to protect yourself in order, because you're currently trying to manifest true love, or having a divine grant of something, doing something you love or your purpose, which was that Ace of Wands that I had showed you earlier. This is actually your purpose, and this is actually like the true love. So you had like two, you got a cup and a wand, okay? A cup and a wand here. So that's amazing. And you just got to take appropriate action planning. And this to me reminds me of like that Eight of Pentacles card. You have to take appropriate action. You have to pick the right wand, because there are two wands here. Which wand are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the wand using your discernment that got you in this energy? Or are you going to choose the wand, or somebody was doing that energy to you? Or are you going to choose the wands that help protect you? Because you've been through, you got 7 of them. So 7 of them coming at you, but you're protected. So choosing the correct wand to go towards the new beginning. You can see here Earth, so going on an adventure, as they were saying. It could be an adventure when it comes to love, but whatever the case, is going to bring you victory, success, and recognition. But be careful of your pride and ego in your mind, because you're currently on a manifestation journey. And that was the Magician card. So I want to see, I'm curious now, what is the Magician gonna be? So ancestors, spirits, divine guide, what would be the message for Geminis for the Magician? Wow, because like this is all like resonating. Can't make this stuff up, can I? So for the Magician, to help you get into that Magician energy. And a lot of people ask about manifestation, so we'll see what the universe has to say. Okay. Understandable. It's exactly what I was saying. This is all coming out again. So, okay. We already got how we get here. How do we get there? That's the next level of how do we get to this manifestation level? So for a lot of my collective Geminis, we have here 10 of Swords, which is your energy, but it talks about betrayal, the end of a difficult situation. It talks about deceit. And it also talks about like self-deceit is the biggest one for this for me. As you can see here, she's standing here looking out over a dark, desolate landscape. Like, how the hell did I get here? How do I get out of here? But the sun is actually shining in this picture. And so whatever this situation is, whatever scorched the earth, it's over now. It's the end of a difficult situation, and the sun is actually shining. It's struggling to shine, but nonetheless, she's still up. She's alive. She's breathing, and she's in the process of moving forward from the end of a difficult situation. So it could have been a situation where you felt like you betrayed yourself, or you betrayed someone else, or someone betrayed you, and or betrayed themselves. So whatever the situation was or is, it's over. Like the end of it is already came. Okay, so, or you might need to put an ending to something that keeps causing this type of betrayal, because karma is real. So what goes around comes around, and you don't want to attract any of that karma, keep in a karmic cycle or karmic loop that's going to keep you betraying people, and that's going to cause karma on you for people to betray you, and vice versa, and then the wheel just keeps turning. Okay, so, and that's the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords I look at as like a completion. So a cycle is already completed, betrayal. Do you want to get back on the wheel, which is the 10, which is major arcana for 10. 10 talks about completion. So do you want to, and just thinking about it, I believe that Layla card was 10. One of those cards was 10. So if you want to get back on that wheel, the wheel keeps turning. The wheel of fortune. So you're either going to get good karma or bad karma. So if you keep jumping on this 10 of Swords wheel, lying to yourself, fears, deception, doubts, uncertainties that keep you betraying others and or others betraying you, you will keep getting on that cycle. So the universe is telling you the situation, whatever happened, it's over, it's done. Let it go. Move forward. Move forward. 8 of Wands energy. That is Sagittarius energy. So you could be dealing with, I have that in your chart. talks about communication, fast moving action, taking action towards something, going forward. So going forward and taking action using that fire energy to either communicate, speak your truth, get out of your head, speak about your feelings, show the true you, take action, take fiery, passionate action. This is like a forward movement. So some of you guys need to take action. This is also the communication card. So some of you guys need to embody that fire energy that would have been a King of Wands. You need to take great leaps and that's through communicating, okay? After the end of a difficult situation or somebody may have betrayed you, you might need to speak up, speak your truth, show the real you, take that mask off, and get out of your head. Like I said, we have the Nine of Swords, which is your energy, Gemini. So like being trapped in a mental prison. Well, that's not trapped in a mental prison, but it's like anxiety, depression. As you can see here, she's like, got her hands in her head. She's not really looking up and seeing because she's kind of scared. This is her, basically, this is kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Whatever you imagine or whatever you think is going to be true, the worst case scenario, she's basically conjuring up all of these crows that's going to attack her. She's conjuring them up in her head. And if you can see here, what she's not even realizing, and I just realized this in this card, look at this. What she's not seeing, because she's just so anxious and depressed and just like having so much anxiety, she don't see her spirit guides like trying to fight off these negative demons that's going on in her head. These are all like negative thoughts, and her spirit guides are like, hey, look, we're over here, we're struggling, but they're getting overridden because they're flying into these negative thoughts, trying to show her, look, there's light here, but the light is being diminished by her own negativity, okay? So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You guys need to get out of your head and kind of just let go and take passionate action towards what it is you want. Speak your truth. Like, step into the light, because she's not even looking up. If she look up, she can see, look, the light is actually still shining. There are stars in the sky. You see that? And her spirit guides are there trying to fight on her behalf for her own happiness. And when I say happiness, we have here the Ten of Cups. Happily ever after, peace, fulfillment, harmony, family situation. Some of you guys had a relationship, or a relationship ended, or you felt betrayed in a relationship where you felt like it was your happy ever after, your end all be all, and it turns out maybe it wasn't. But the end is over. You can always have this again, but you have to open yourself out. Like, how are you gonna have this? How are you gonna manifest this like this? She ain't even looking up. So how are you gonna look up to find your person if you like this? How are you gonna find this if you're like this? Okay? If you're like this, the situation's over, it's done. Like, how can I go? Completion, 10. I want to go from 10 to this 10, okay? You got to be looking up. She's at least looking up. The situation's over. It's over and done. Okay, so going from this energy to get up here requires, in the middle, go to here to get to that 10, you got to take a step down, get back into what caused this in the first place, because the 10 came after the 9. So you were already given, your spirit guides have already been trying to show you that if you keep on this path, you're going to get here. You see those same crows are here. So if you don't look up, if you don't listen to our guidance, we're here trying to fight off your own demons that created from your own mind. If you keep up at it, you're going to keep going back to this, okay? You're going to keep going this way. In the middle of these two is you to take fast, moving action, communicate, speak your truth. If you're anxious, depressed about something, speak about it. If you're not happy in a situation, you feel like somebody betrayed you, you don't want to do it anymore, speak about it. Leave. Do what you have to do for your own sanity. Okay? You have to put you first. Okay? And why? Because taking that 8 of Wands, which is in the middle here, helps you get to the Magician. It ascends you because it's fast moving action. Okay? And it also takes along with the people or family or people, your soul tribe or whoever, friendship groups or whoever, you're happily ever after, your peace, harmony, and contentment. It also helps you manifest that. So as you're manifesting, that these people may step in and help you manifest to get up to ultimate manifestation. So as you can see here, like, this is how you manifest. You have to be positive about it. So at the bottom of the deck, we have here once again the Seven of Wands. Using your discernment, protecting yourself. Protecting yourself from situations that don't serve you, that's not in your highest good, that's going to bring that negative energy in. So we go from the Seven of Swords here to the Seven of Wands, which is Leo energy, as I said before. So you could be dealing with a highlight in your chart, but this is the energy that the universe wants you to have. They want you to take on fire energy in order to counteract fire and water energy in order to counteract your sword energy, which is mental energy. And that energy is great when it comes to like things such as, focusing on work, when it comes to things such as planning things, when it comes to strategies. But we're talking about love here. We're talking about peace. We're talking about harmony. We ain't talking about war, okay? So we're not trying to go to war when it comes to the heart, all right? So, y'all need to put them swords down, okay? I know it's natural air energy, but no, it's not working out, okay? Because you don't want to get that karma. You don't want that keep rotating around. So to finalize this out, it's getting a bit long, but I don't care because this is your birthday spread. I'm going to pull you a beautiful poem from Rumi. I love this Rumi. It is the Rumi Path of Love. The Rumi Path of Love. So they have some beautiful poems here. So I'm going to read you some. So I know this is all resonating for you guys on today's date, 6/6/22. Okay, so I'm going to pull your Rumi poem for my collective Gemini. A Rumi poem for my collective Geminis. Ancestors, spirits divine. What love message do we have for my Geminis? Because love heals all. See what we got here. Poem number 19. Let's see, it says, I am only the house of your beloved, not the beloved herself. True love is for the treasure, not for the coffer that contains it. The real beloved is that one who is unique, who is your beginning and your end. When you find that one, you'll no longer expect anything else. That is both the manifest and the mystery. Can I not make this up? Because the Ten of Cups, your end all be all. Manifest, the magician. I can't make this stuff up. Your end all be all, your ultimate union. The one that makes you feel like who you are. The one that makes you feel like your ultimate union. Like you're in your own energy, just free and happy. Okay. That one is the Lord of states of feeling, dependent on none. Month and year are slaves to that moon. When he bids the state, it does his bidding. When that one wills, bodies become spirit. So poem number 19, I'm going to read from the book as well. Our bodies, our minds, and even our soul are the abodes of love, not love itself. Love exists everywhere around us and permeates everything. It is the treasure of this world, and by its very essence, it cannot be kept captive inside our own coffers. True love exists beyond the people we love. When we understand this, the expectations we place on others diminish. We are loved by existence itself, and so we don't need to feel rejected or hurt when a partner or friend isn't able to love us the way we wish. When our feelings depend on no one, we have attained a high state of realization. Our love is our own. Our happiness is our own. We are responsible for the way we feel, and there is no longer any need to ask others to provide us with those states. You don't need anyone to co-sign. Sing your praise. You can sing your own praise, okay? This is an important step on the path of love. Link your spirit to love itself. Open your heart to existence. Choose love as your spiritual journey, and you will never be disappointed in humans. Because humans are very disappointing, let me tell you. At the bottom of the deck, we have poem 37. There are true promises that make the heart grateful. There are false promises fraught with disquiet. The promise of the noble is sterling. The promise of the unworthy breeds anguish of the soul. Okay? 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. You will be anguished in a relationship that is that 7 of Swords. True, that is false promise versus a true promise. Your soul's gonna tell you, because if it's a false promise, you're gonna stay on that wheel of betrayal and deceit and running away and feeling like you're trapped. If it's true love, you're gonna be in your natural energy, and you have to manifest that. So we had 2 magician cards. To be in your natural energy, to get that true love and that union, and to unionize, you have to first unionize within yourself. You have to manifest that happiness within yourself and stop relying on other people to give you that, because they're going to disappoint you. They're human. So with those expectations placed on them, you will be disappointed if you don't love yourself first. Love yourself first, and then what's meant for you will be for you. And you'll be able to use that 7 of Wands energy to discern what's true from what's false. What's false will keep you in that spiral of confusion, of self-fulfilling prophecy, of anguish, anxiety, depression, because you'll always be confused. You'll always be in your head, oh, what's going on? What does this mean? What does that mean? When, if it's true, you can just step back, relax, and let it flow. Like it should flow. Like it should be free. You shouldn't feel like you have to run away or like you're trapped or something. So anyway, but you can make yourself feel like that, and that's where the self-deceit comes from, and the self-betrayal, because things could be flowing and you're just like in your head and creating the very scenarios that you were scared of in the first place. So anyway, love teaches us always, but the lessons are imparted to fit the degree of our understanding. And appropriately playing is The Way by Jill Scott, so you should definitely listen to that. To begin with, we will not understand very much or very well the subtleties of the lessons. We hit our heads again and again against the same blocks, and like slow students, we must stay behind and relearn what we didn't grasp. Slowly, we will come to the understanding that love has nothing to do with the 5 senses in the 6 directions. It is not a physical event, but rather a spiritual unfolding. A constant becoming, as though love was like a giant ocean whose waves crashed on the shore of our mind and smothered our soul to a smooth polish. To begin with, our lessons come from our lover. Relating is our learning ground. Later, when we are thoughtfully infused with love, the lessons become far more subtle and may be imparted directly from God. The lessons are no longer informative, but transformative, like drops of a secret potion that when drunk open within us universes of being from which we were locked out until then. The secret is partnered with none but the knower of the secret. Rumi tells us, love is a secret we cannot tell. We know it, but we cannot speak of it when it has reached that subtle stage. To a skeptic, our knowledge is easily dismissible because we cannot prove it except by the fragrance of our very being. So you will feel it. It's not a thought. It's not a force. It's not a whatever outside, whatever we want it to be or whatever. It's a feeling. It's a soul feeling. It's transformative. You'll know. You guys will definitely know. You are the lovers, okay? So this is describing you. The masculine energy looks to the feminine energy, who is the knowing energy, who's looking to the divine. You see that? The feminine looks to the divine. She is the knower, the high priestess. The masculine looks to the feminine because she has these secret answers. She has these secret. And whatever the case is, he is drawn to her because he don't know why. He's just looking at her. She knows why, but she's looking to the divine. She's getting her answers from the divine, her intuition, her guidance. He's getting his from her because she's more spiritually connected to the divine. And I'm not saying he's not spiritually connected to divine, because he is here under the divine's protection and he is here connected to the divine, but she has more of the answers, and it's that draw that has them unionized. Okay, so this is what union looks like. Okay, see that? Perfect. So to do that, you got to manifest. Get out of your head. You don't manifest with your head. You manifest with all of the resources you have available to you. Okay, so you got to put that work in. That 8 of Pentacles we saw, King of Cups. You got to balance yourself out, Geminis. That swords, you gotta put that sword down, and the wand, you gotta grab the wand. You see, he grabbed the wand in his hand to manifest. Okay, so you gotta take on that King of Wands energy. 8 of Wands, take fast moving action to elevate, and 7 of Wands, protect yourself and use your discernment. And where you feel like your discernment telling you to protect yourself from a certain situation, you may need to pick up that sword and use that 7 of Swords energy to do that plotting and planning, because you're like, hell, I didn't found myself in the war. I got to get the hell out of here. And that's where that 7 of Swords comes into play. Okay, for you Geminis. And then your 10 of Swords, it may look like a betrayal to them, but you only betraying yourself by staying there. And or 9 of Swords, they may be depressed about it, but you like, I got to get out of here for my own happiness. So that is how I am seeing that, and I hope you really enjoyed your birthday message, and hope you have a good day. So I'll talk to you guys soon.